Так. Так. Как у меня есть же убежище больницы. Поэтому я буду, наверное, сидеть все время, не? Алло, прием. Бля, без понятия, нормально слышно? Нормально. Хуй знает. Алло. Так. Сейчас должно, наверное, нормально быть слышно. Сейчас начнем. Так. Здорово. Шаришь эту игру? Слышишь, если вообще, может, в Fortnite пойдем и у тебя потянет поиграть? Здорово. Шаришь эту игру? Слышишь, если вообще, может, в Fortnite пойдем и у тебя потянет поиграть? Там через полчасика, через часик. Я сейчас поиграем маленько в вампира. Шаришь эту игру? И можно пойти. Слышишь, если вообще, может, в Fortnite пойдем и у тебя потянет поиграть? Все, блядь, повторять начал. Я понял. Все. Пора ебашить начинать. Все, да. Отлично. Что у нас тут по миссии? Можешь кинуть, пожалуйста, всем стримы, чтобы людишки были.
I cannot enter.
Вот, блядь. Блядь, это был все это время так. Так. Уже так и 20, 25, 25.
Not now.
Бля, братан, подай побезали, ты заебал.
It's locked, all right. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Блять, подсказку сидим хотим.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Блять, какой goodbye, нахуй, goodbye, блять.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
О, женщина, блять.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no...
Вот сюда расследовать меры расследования, нажав. Выберите, нажав после карты отбросить область. How on you? Okay.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Бежать. Ага, вот. Надо было на хату лечь. Нормально. 0 навыков. Окей. Отлично. 0 навыков. Это просто охуенно.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way. It's locked. I cannot enter. Scowl voices in the garden.
Сука, надо было что-то проверить. Я зашел в морг обоссанный.
It's locked, all right. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Значит, микрофон существует этой хуйни, так, ебать, это слышно.
Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
My blood and soul.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Good.
Fortnite поебашь. Так.
Не-не-не, из центра надо, да? Как ты бьешь? Если его двумя руками крутишь, да? Дотянуть надо, блин! Тянуть надо.
Не пиздешь. Ну, да, ну это да. Есть. Не будет. Так, надо еще забрать настроение. Без резиночки поебашили, ебать. Мариночка. Пока размяться. Что такое? Не идет, не пошло, не фартануло опять. Как бывает. Писюха. Сам ты писюха.
Ну вот было побольше у нерезов, он бы еще дольше был. Ты здесь, нет, Серег?
Здесь, да.
Лол. Тупо идеально уложился в количество патронов.
Ребята, стримы, они каждый день идут. Ссылочка в описании. Если интересно, переходи.
А, кстати, ты говорю...
БС, можно нормально захватить, блядь. И уже БС начинаешь... Опа-на. Ай. Да, блядь, я тебя понял. Спасибо, УБС, блядь. Блядь. бред. Просто бред. Добавить. Захват игры. Окей. Какой масштаб? Ну? Какой? Алло. Бред. Бред. И Fortnite заходит. И Fortnite заходит. И Fortnite заходит. Пожалуйста, РБС. Увидеть Fortnite. Пожалуйста, РБС. Увидеть Fortnite. Пожалуйста, РБС. Увидеть Fortnite. Пожалуйста, РБС. В смысле же увидеть Fortnite. Пожалуйста, РБС. Увидеть Fortnite. Пожалуйста, РБС. В смысле же увидеть Fortnite. Пожалуйста, РБС. Увидеть Fortnite. Так. Fortnite, вот он. Алло. Алло, АВС. Доброе утро, типа, не? Не доброе. Вот он, Fortnite. Сейчас. 1920.